You know, sometimes there are movies that are so bad that they're almost profoundly bad. And Birdemic is one of those movies. And on October 25th, in theaters everywhere, you'll get a chance to experience Birdemic in a whole new way as the guys from RiffTrax, Mystery Science Theater 3000's Michael J. Nelson, Bill Corbett, and Kevin Murphy riff on the movie. And you can be a part of it, too. We're going to have tickets to give away in just a bit. Mike Nelson joins us for his second appearance on the show. And I don't know what you would call this performance, Mike. A sort of satellite hookup link?
Yeah, that's a satellite hookup link. That sounds good.
That's about
official.
That's about as technical as I get.
Right.
You know, you've in the past with Mystery Science Theater and currently with RiffTrax, you've chosen some stinkers. You know, I mean, there have been some movies.
You noticed that.
There have been some movies that required a shower afterwards, but this time I think you've gone too far.
I love it. I love it. We found the limits.
This movie might be up there with Manos, the Hands of Fate, and Troll 2. I remember when it first came out on DVD, and people on message boards that were fans of horror and science fiction were just dumbfounded by this film and couldn't quite figure it out. How did you guys discover the joy that is Birdemic?
You know, I think we had seen that there were some midnight showings somewhere of, this weird culty bad movie. And the first time that I screened it, I got to say, I was kind of like, I don't get it. Why would they intentionally make a bad movie? And then you look into it and you realize, no, this is a deadly serious homage to Alfred Hitchcock. And the second time I saw it, I was just delighted because you realize that every single choice the director made was the wrong one, but it was somehow an entertaining choice, at least to me. I have a warped gene that makes me enjoy those things.
Now, when you contact whoever owns the rights to a movie like Birdemic and you say to them, hey, your movie's a piece of crap and we'd like to make fun of it in front of millions, how do they react to that? I mean, are they pleased? I mean, I suppose your ego's bruised, but at the same time, you're flattered?
It's a little bit of a delicate phone call to make. I'll admit it. But no, they bought, the company that owns it bought it from the director, James Wen. So there's kind of a once-removed thing. And they bought it for the very reason that it had already sort of had a little touring reputation as, that kind of a movie. So the company that bought it knew what was going on. So when we did our RiffTrax for it, they actually contacted us and said they really enjoyed it. And so it's a little bit removed from the artist himself. Although he goes around on the tours and he stands up and introduces his own movie, and then everybody mocks it. So he's obviously aware of it.
Sort of similar to that guy who directed The Room, who's embraced the campiness of his movie. He might not have intended it that way, but I'll say this for Birdemic. There's at least a couple of good-looking girls in it.
That's
at the very least.
One of the kind of the mysteries of the movie that sort of delights you. Like, how did these people end up in it? They look normal. Like, run away.
So once again, October 25th in theaters all over the country, and you've done several of these kind of events. When did you first come up with the idea of doing this kind of, again, satellite hookup link type of show? Right.
The satellite link hookup type show thing started about 3 years ago. We had done some live shows, but we just realized it was really tough to travel and put these on, and a little more, costly. And we're still trying to. The core of our business is still on the internet. So when we heard about the Fathom events, which you can reach almost 600 theaters with one night, that just seemed like the best solution. And so we did one with Plan 9, and it was a great success. So we've just continued on and done done 2 a year since then.
And of course, you continue on with RiffTrax, the website, which is enormously successful. A few years ago, I would have introduced you as Mike Nelson of Mystery Science Theater 3000, but there has been this sort of generation that's come up who's, I think, primarily aware of you for RiffTrax.
Yeah, I'm delighted by that. Yeah, I meet both kinds, but it's always fun to know that RiffTrax has found a place and staked a claim, too.
The interesting thing is, aside from movies that are known to be bad, On the RiffTrax website, you guys tackle movies that are in some cases beloved and have huge fan bases, which is radically different, I think, from a lot of the movies you guys did on Mystery Science Theater 3000. Have you heard any negativity from fans of Lord of the Rings, for example?
We get disagreements about it, but one of the things that we do is we like the films, too. There's always some element of it that we like. And so I think that our treatment of it fits the quality of the film. If a movie's really bad and we dislike it, we're going to point that out, not in a bitter way, because the experience should be, of your funniest friends sitting around watching a movie, whether it's good, bad, or both, and has elements of both and a goofiness to it. So only in cases where we really dislike a film, and I can really only think for myself, the Transformers movies, I don't like them. And so that comes through, but again, you have to sort of tamp down your own feelings about it and make it a fun experience, and hopefully we do that.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people are going to participate in that fun experience. October 25th, in select theaters everywhere, RiffTrax presents Birdemic. You go to a movie theater, Mike and his crew are somewhere out in California, but you all get to experience it just by sitting in the theater and listening to these guys, these master riffers, take apart a movie like Birdemic. In fact, we're going to have some tickets to give away for some New Jersey shows in just a bit. And Mike, I just got a call from someone a little while ago who said he had goblins in his house. So there's a good chance that the goblin guy might actually go.
I think I've met that guy. I can't be sure, but I'm pretty sure I have.
All right. Thanks so much, Mike.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.